Hey, how's it going, everybody? I know it's been a while, but we're finally getting back to it. School's kind of been hectic, life getting in the way, but we're back for episode 3 of FireFly. Really enjoyed the second one a lot more than the first one. Characters are getting even better. The dialogue is fantastic. I remember in the last episode I asked you guys about your favorite quotes. You guys gave me some great ones. Most of the Jane ones were my favorite, but I think for the episode, I really loved what the Mal quote was, or what Mal's quote was. I thought it encompassed his entire character just so concisely, and it just kind of summed up the entirety of the episode in one line. So hopefully in this episode, I believe it's called Bushwhacked. I don't know what that could mean, but I'm excited to get into it. So if you guys are ready, see you in the video. Holy God.
Bring us in a little closer.
Get you close enough to ring the doorbell.
What is it?
It's a ghost.
I'm sorry? What? What does that mean?
I'd rather you didn't. But we'll check it out. Could be survivors. And if not, well then, no one's gonna mind if we take a look around, see if there's not something of value they might have left behind.
Yeah, no, someone could be hurt.
See, that's good thinking, Jane. That's good thinking. That's exactly what we want. We're good people. Does he have a fear of space? Interesting.
Entering adjoining airlock now.
So this is gonna be like an episode of it's like Alien?
Ask Serenity then.
Oh yes. Let's go. Oh dude, I love it. Let's go.
Power's up.
A little more sci-fi this episode.
Ship powered down on its own. No sign of a struggle. They're just
Gone.
Maybe they're not gone. I have a feeling they're not actually gone.
They found survivors?
Didn't say.
Right.
Jane doesn't ask questions, man.
I'll ask Inara to look in on River.
Whatever, I ain't waiting.
I'll meet you over there, but don't take forever. Still gotta get suited up.
Oh! Gotta get suited up, Simon. Oh, dude, this is gonna be like a horror movie. Is this gonna be the Simon episode? Let me turn this up. I'm here. Let's do it. I'm ready to be scared.
What are you doing here and what's with the suit?
You're hilarious.
Nice, Jane.
Sadist.
All right, enough.
River? It's Inara. Are you hungry, sweetie?
Uh-oh. What? I'm sorry. Huh? What is going on? I have a suspicion that everyone's hiding. Would they not have picked them up on some kind of scanner though?
This looks to be it.
Soundtrack is great, by the way. Super eerie.
Nobody.
Holy crap.
my God.
They know me.
Jesus.
I know what did this.
Reavers.
Get her out of here. Jane?
Is it Reavers? Holy shit!
Captain? Captain!
Zoe! Oh, yes. He's a real beast. It's a wonder you're still alive.
Looked bigger when I couldn't see him.
Any good?
Cattle. Cattle for the slaughter.
Dope him.
I don't think that...
Just do it.
No mercy. No resistance.
All right, no one goes in here. Nothing more we can do for now, not after what he's seen.
What do you mean?
The ship was hit by Reavers.
Reavers?
So, Gal.
I knew it.
You tell me right now, little Kaylee, you really think you can do this?
Sure. Yeah. I think so. Besides, if I mess up, it's not like you'll be able to yell at me.
Same, Wash. Like, Jesus. Oh, I just got chills. Reaver on the ship. Jesus. I have a bad feeling. I got a real bad feeling. I'm not gonna jinx anything though. Oh man.
Reavers?
Firefly class transport, you are ordered to release control of your helm. Prepare to dock and be boarded.
Oh, it's Alliance. Oh, crap.
Once we secure these vultures, we'll send a team over. Check it out.
Sir, didn't we have a flag and a Firefly a while back?
Check.
Oh, no. That guy's from Godzilla 1998.
Oh, here it is.
Marine.
An alert issued on an unidentified Firefly class, believed to be...
Stack everything right here, plain sight. Wouldn't want it to seem like we got anything to hide. Might give them Alliance boys the wrong impression. Or the right one. That too. Now go run, fetch your sister.
They're not taking her, and you are not giving her to them.
No way.
Be a fool, son.
No way he's...
Do as the man says.
There's no way Mal's gonna turn her over. There's no way. I don't believe that. We gonna have a Reaver versus Alliance battle?
You fought with Captain Rose in the war.
Fought with a lot of people in the war.
And your husband.
Fight with him sometimes, too. We're very private people.
The legs. Oh, yeah. I definitely have to see. You can...
Things go the way they are, there's gonna be blood.
Yeah, get it. Start fresh. Start fresh. Get a line in.
Turning into a Reaver? He's got a knife in his hand.
They've gone. Come on.
Don't hang.
River, it's okay. Come on.
Oh, Jesus. My God.
You save his Goron life, he still takes the cargo.
Wow. And they blow it up just like he told them to. Wow. All of that for one Reaver. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Some afterthoughts. Wow. I really like I liked how different all these episodes have been so far. Like, just every single one of them has felt like different. I love the idea of the settlers, like small one-way ships. it still like this episode. I remember I said that it feels more like a sci-fi episode. The Mal Jane dynamic, especially in the beginning when you had the. So this is kind of what I was talking about. Where like in this moment you have Jane kind of like saying, "Oh, why would we go on there if it's there's everyone's probably dead. Who cares? If there's no distress signal, why would we go?" And then of course, Mal gets kind of convinced a little bit or reminded by Book to kind of do the right thing. But of course, Mal's going to do it. We could see there's some survivors, and Jane, of course, just immediately going, "Oh yeah, we're good people, right? For the Prophet." It's really weird. It's like I almost interpret it as like this, like Jane is really loyal, and it's proving that point just with every episode. They're giving you that little nugget in each episode that Jane is like. He's again. They mention it again on the ship, the Alliance ship, when he says you have a loyal crew there, and Jane just expresses his loyalty in a different kind of way. Always listening to the captain. He questions him, but he always ends up doing it. Very, very cool. I'm liking that. I wrote down. It reminds me of Alien. Just that first scene they have when they first open up the door here, like in this scene, this corridor scene, when it just kind of opens. It reminds me a lot of Alien. And then of course I guessed here. I was like, it's got to be Reavers. And then the weak cattle, no mercy, no resistance, open up, see what's inside. I think it was more just he was reciting words that the Reavers were saying, and I think that was when they were in the infirmary. I think that was what Mal was kind of, it got tipped off, or he was like, "Oh no," and because he was realizing that like these are sayings that the guy was mentioning. And then you had the Simon Book kind of duo thing. I thought it was going to be their episode, but it wasn't. It wasn't really. It was kind of just a Reaver episode, kind of giving you that like, this is what a Reaver is, because you got a taste of it in the first episode, but then in this one they kind of give you like, this is what they are. They're just like super deranged people. Two of the most interesting points I got so far was I kind of picked up on this like idea of trauma. It was more pronounced with River, but I also got the same kind of thing with Mal in this episode, where like Mal was kind of almost like, it made more sense like when they mention it here with River, it almost mirrors in Mal, where like you had in the first episode, second episode, with the whole war thing and the loss of faith, and there's this almost like this trauma that has made him more numb and made him less hopeful. And River is more like literal trauma, where like she's been like tortured, and she is everyone's kind of has this idea of everybody's hurt, everyone's flawed, which is very cool. The Battle of Serenity Valley. So the battle was where the ship name came from. Very interesting that he named it after the loss, because they had this when they were in the brig, where he was doing the interviews, and when they were interviewing Mal, and he brought up the past, he brought up the Battle of Serenity Valley, and he was like, many believe that the war ended with Serenity. It's very interesting. It's almost like kind of you get this little snippet from his mind where it's like the battle's not really over. Like, we're always fighting as long as we live. Resistance forever, which is almost kind of like why he's a smuggler, right? He's always resisting the authority, just doing it in a different manner. And I don't know, it's so cool. And then of course Reavers, like the mutilated flesh, and there was a big portion of this toward the end here where I just didn't speak for like 5 minutes. I was wondering what if this episode was going to end, or if it was going to be a two-parter. But man, I like that this one was a little more about the backstory. It was a little more eerie, and I like that we got more about the Reavers, because the Reavers in the beginning with Zoe's speech to Simon was just, man, that's one that sticks with you as like a really good scene, at least through this show. And I liked that he was taught when Mal was describing them, how it's like we still don't even know what they actually look like. Like, we got to see like a mirror image of them. And the quote with "It's darker than the space they fly through, or they go through, or they travel through." That was a good line. Man, good episode. I can't wait for the next one. Again, let me know what y'all's favorite line was in this episode. I think maybe I'll make it a recurring thing because the dialogue is so good in this show. Just let me know what y'all's favorite quote from this episode was. I'll have to go back through. I don't know if I have mine right off the top of my head yet. I kind of want to scrub through this again. I'll see you guys in the next one.